We got two injuries to talk about today. Derek Carr, Stephon Gilmore. Yeah, that camera's pointing down here. Pointing at my groin. Hey, that's where your groin parts are, okay? Well, or not.
I got bones. I got bones. I got 206. I got 206.
Have you ever noticed that whenever someone's on YouTube, they always start off by saying, "Hey guys," sounds kind of repetitive, doesn't it? Hey guys, we're back. What do you think we should say?
I think you should go nostalgic and go, "What's up?"
Hello. So let's start with Derek Carr. He had a groin injury. So stop laughing, okay? Poor guy, they hurt. Come on, have you ever had a groin injury? Probably not, because that's why you're laughing. They hurt. All right, so what's a groin injury? Well, it could be a lot of different things. They didn't put all the specifications about which muscle, which tendon, what region, what area. Is it truly just a groin injury, or is it some kind of a hernia, or what kind of groin injury? Most of them are pretty well anterior medial, and involve the adductor muscle group. And what is that? So let's go up here. All right, so Bone-Hedz leg. Oh, there, all right. Hey, yeah, that camera's pointing down here. Pointing at my groin. Hey, so groin injury. This is the thigh, calf, leg, foot, all the way up. This is the groin. These are the muscles. So your pelvic pubic symphysis comes right here. That's where your groin parts are, okay? Well, or not, you know, I mean, depending on gender. No laughing. This is not a laughing matter. If we're gonna make fun, I say we just make fun of how bad the Raiders are during December. I mean, come on, like we can make fun of that, right? Yeah. All right, you got your groin here. These muscles all come from here. So you got your adductors, and part of the vessels are here, so it can be sore if it ruptures here. And then your actual obturator internus externus. That are technically attached to a fascial sheath on the inside of the pelvis. I doubt he had something that severe based on the minor little stumble that he took, but that's all it takes sometimes. You know why? Because these athletes are training at high levels, and they're doing this every day. So just because he had a minor stumble and had a groin injury doesn't allow you to make fun of them, because they've been doing hard training and running non-stop while you're sitting on your couch, just like me, eating kettle dill pickle chips, right? Yeah, those are good, dill pickle. All right, so anyway, back to the groin. So groin injury, you can pull a tendon off. Okay, well, literally. And then this is fixed. And then oftentimes you can get muscle tears and ruptures in this area. And sometimes it's just a pull. But these pulls can hurt because you can go back to biology. Think about this. It's purely a mechanobiological mechanism. Muscles are just overlapping fibers. Actin, myosin filaments, ratcheting and back and forth. And they can rupture. It's just chemistry and biomechanics, people. That's all it is.
That was easy.
So even if it's not completely segregated and ripped apart, it still hurts and it's sore. So that's a groin injury. Stay away from the groin. Don't make fun of any groin injuries. It'll take 6 to 8 weeks to heal. He'll probably be back sooner. He has therapists. And will he be in the next game? Meh. So let's talk about Stephon Gilmore. Now, what the heck happened there? That was the pretty awkward little stumble. What happened? I heard everything from, oh my God, it's his ankle. Oh my God, it's his ACL. Oh my God, it's this. Oh my God, it's that. But you know what's interesting? If you look on that screen, you see the first thing that he does is grab the back of the knee. So in a sense, it's like, was it his hamstring? Was it his knee? What did he injure? Now, the most current report says that it was a partial quads injury. So we could make fun of that because that was the Clinton injury. But he had a full quads rupture, had to get surgery, had to get it repaired. But totally different. Older guy getting a watershed injury like Clinton, is different from a high-level athlete getting a partial quads rupture, right? Right, okay? Because this was on the field. You know, it wasn't like he was doing something in a back room somewhere. Did I say Clinton?
Or in the Oval Office.
Or in the Oval Office. Get serious, people. So he had a partial quads rupture, but let's go to Bonesy here. But when you see him, he's grabbing the back. He was grabbing the hamstrings. So the quads is on the front, and the quads is made up of multiple muscles. You have multiple muscles that make up the confluence of the tendon that becomes the quadriceps muscle there. Now, they didn't say patellar tendon, so it's not like he ruptured here. They said quadriceps tendon. So that's in the anterior part of the knee at the patellar junction of the anterior muscles of the thigh that allow you to kick, right? Kick. It was pretty good, eh? Yeah. Kick. Karate chop, right? So anyway, so it allows you to kick, and that can hurt. But he was grabbing the back of the knee, so why was he doing that? Well, when you have pain in the knee, you're going to grab whatever hurts, right? And so maybe he strained his hamstrings with the quadriceps rupture. Hard to tell. And what happens, we've talked about this before, it's eccentric muscle contraction. So that means that something is contracting tight while it's stretching. So you saw his fall, he's contracting, trying to move, and he's falling forward. So you have muscle pulling on the fibers, tensioning, while they're contracting. So they're stretching and contracting at the same time. That's eccentric loading, and that's probably what caused him to rupture. So they said there's no structural damage. What the heck does that mean? Have they even read a book on the biology of a muscle fiber? Have you? I know you have. Go back to basic biology. I know you've probably learned this in high school. I mean, I learned it in first year university, so you must be learning it in high school. It's just muscle fibers, and they have actin and myosin, and then you get muscle fibrils and growth. And as you go down microscopically, there is structural damage, even with a muscle strain. So come on, people, stop with this artificial media news reports. Structural damage exists, even if it's at a microscopic level. So don't give me any of that, Mr. Media. Oh, wait. I'm kind of on media too, and my media guy is media, so am I making fun of myself? Probably, but that doesn't matter, because now we're talking about structural damage. So, muscle fibers, fibrils, and as you go down into nanometers, you're getting actin, myosin filaments, and these filaments ratchet up and down, and so you can have structural tear of the various elements. Remember, it's ATP, ADP, phosphorylation, and dephosphorylation coupling in the actin-myosin filament. I know you can remember that. It's basic biology.
That was easy.
Medicine is simple. All you got to do is understand biomechanics and some carpentry, you know. So in the end, he had a partial quads rupture. If it's not structural in the sense of the gross terminology, and you love that, eh? Gross, yeah, big. So if it's not ruptured, meaning you can visibly see a separation of the tendon that needs surgery, that's a good thing. Then it's considered a strain. Then he can recover sooner, stretch it out, rehab it, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 6 weeks. Let's see how he comes along. Here's hoping for you, Stephon. So speaking of Patriots, I better put this on since we're talking about Patriots. So, with the Patriots, if Stephon is out, that might be okay, you know? They might get a better draft pick in the long run if they lose a couple games. So, and they've already got a bunch of people out because of COVID. So, in the end, things happen for a reason. And yeah, we're talking about injuries, but in the grand scheme of things, it may not be too bad. So, wash your hands. Wear your mask. See you next time.